How we doing, y'all? This is Bryce coming at you once again from Charleston Power Sports in Charleston, South Carolina. As you guys can see here behind me, I've got a sweet little side-by-side to bring to you guys today. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into that unit, y'all. This sweet little camouflage side-by-side sitting here in front of me just so happens to be the 2021 Kawasaki Mule SX FIXC 4x4. It's got that 400cc engine inside of it. It's a 4-stroke. It's got the 12-inch tires on it. It's got a lot going on with this thing. I like this side-by-side a lot, just from driving it down here in the short, brief moment that I got to handle this thing. Got that windscreen up front. Got the side mirrors, which you don't normally get on these mules. It actually has a different grille design. This brush guard up front is actually different than the other Mule SXs that I've done. It's got that real tree camo on it as well. Got the roof up top. It's got a lot of accessories on it, and I really like the way that this thing looks. And you know, the accessories make sense on this. I know a lot of people complain when they come in and look for a side-by-side like this, and you know, part of the process of buying a new side-by-side is why would I buy a machine that has all of these extra parts on it when I could buy a base model and put all the parts that I would want onto the machine? But I will say that the windscreen, the side mirrors, and the roof, those are pretty basic necessities for a side-by-side like this and what you're gonna be doing. Yeah, I love the way this side-by-side is. It's got a little bit of kick to it, a little bit of power. It's not necessarily made to scream off the line like some of the other side-by-sides that I've done in the past. But Kawasaki's a very reliable brand. They've got their motorcycles down for sure, as you guys I'm sure are very well aware of. And their side-by-sides they're really coming along. We really love these cost-efficient yet powerful and durable machines, especially these side-by-sides that they've been working on and letting us sell for them. But yeah, there's not a whole lot bad that I can say about this side-by-side. You know, it's not meant for speed. It's really just meant to get the job done. It's a pretty standard utility vehicle, you know, but there is a lot of versatility with a vehicle like this. It can absolutely handle the off-road stuff, trail work, out in the woods. I think the Kawasaki overall has done a wonderful job with this side-by-side. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop in this thing too, and I wanna show y'all a little bit of how this thing handles. Show you just a sneak peek of the power that's offered within this side-by-side. Like I said, nothing to stand the hairs up on the back of your neck, but it is a super comfortable ride in here. It's got a lot of power. I think it's about 1,100 pounds of towing capacity with this side-by-side. So I'm gonna go ahead and start this thing up, take y'all for a little cruise if y'all don't mind. Got your parking brake down here. Pretty self-explanatory on these mules. They all have that like that. Other than that, it is fully automatic. Got low, got high, neutral, reverse, etc. You've got rear diff lock. You've got just your regular diff lock. Two-wheel, four-wheel drive. This is a four-wheel drive vehicle, as to be expected. So, without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and step on the gas, and I hope y'all hang on tight with me. Makes a little bit of noise when you're on top of the gas on this thing, but you know, I love doing videos with units that have these windscreens on them because it makes for a lot better audio quality than what I'm normally able to do. Still learning on how to do this YouTube thing, still trying to get a hold of some better tech so these videos come out with a little bit better quality for you guys. But nonetheless, while I've been doing this, you guys have been providing such incredible feedback on all the videos that I've been doing. A lot of it positive, some negative, and very necessary because I do take those comments into account as well. And I'm trying to learn as fast as I possibly can to provide the best content that I can, guys. But yeah, this side-by-side, this is the cruiser, man. It's gonna get the job done, and this is a pretty cost-efficient side-by-side too. I believe it's just under 10K is what we have it listed for on the website. Yeah, this is a smooth ride, a wonderful side-by-side to be in. It's got that bed in the back as well. But yeah, we don't We'll put a few parts every once in a while onto these machines, but we know that you guys, the vast majority of the time, are just looking to buy a base model and put on the accessories that you would want put on your side-by-side. And I fully understand that from a customer's perspective. But yeah, I think that the accessories that have been put on this side-by-side in particular, they make sense. They do a really good job. The windscreen is really nice to have up front. I don't care where you're at or what trail you're on, or if you're just on the open road, it's nice to have a windscreen on a side-by-side like this. Makes it kind of feel like a really powerful golf cart, you know what I mean? Rear mirrors on it, the side mirrors, I told you about that. But yeah, just a sweet little machine, man. It would absolutely get the job done with whoever decides to own this machine. And I love the way it looks too. Let's not look past that by any means. I think that these mules, initially, the 2020 models and the 2019 models of these mules, I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't really like the way that they looked. I thought that they looked cheap, kind of golf carty. But this one is actually, like I said, Kawasaki starting to step up their game with their side-by-sides. They've got the Terexes as well too, but for their purely utility vehicle side-by-sides, I think that these mules are starting to come along. We got Pro FXs and we got Rancher Edition mules and stuff like that, but these SXs, these smaller mules, are really making leaps and bounds too. Kawasaki has just done a wonderful job with this side-by-side. So I'm gonna go ahead and close out this video today by once again thanking you guys so very much for the support that you've been giving me on the YouTube page that I've been running here at Charleston. Coming up on a year now, and you know, we've really made leaps and bounds on the YouTube page. The support has meant the world to me. I've really been enjoying this process, and I thank you guys so very much for making my job about as easy as it gets. So I am gonna close out the video today, but before I do that, I'm gonna ask y'all to please take care of yourselves this week. Find somebody you love, give them a big old hug for me, and you guys take it easy. God bless.